This video is in response to a request, a very polite request, I might add, from a gentleman I just met in the great country of Cyprus by the name of Alexander Manolis, or Alex. Nice to meet you, Alex. He writes me and he's wondering how the weights affect the variators and which weights to use to get top speed. And I told him, I said, well, you know, since he was so nice, he asked me politely about it, and he thanked me, which a lot of people don't do. They just demand this and demand that. So I decided to stop everything I'm doing in my big shop here. This is what Americans drive. It's a Lincoln Continental or Cadillac. Really, really plush. It's got some huge V8 in it, too. Anyway, he wanted to know if just the variator weights would change the speed, and it was too much to put in a video. So Alex, I wish I had a couple of ordinary variators to show you, but these fit Dio or Honda Elite from 1993 to 2001, I believe. They hold 6 weights, which these are the weights. The weights come in various grams. I order all my stuff from Hawaii, and I keep all the weights labeled. I think that the stock weights are 8 or 9 grams a piece. I think they're all white. But with different gram weights, you can affect how fast the little Dio's engine, and I'll show you over here, goes from first to second gear. Now that's not saying anything about top speed. A variator will give you between 3 and 5 miles an hour higher speed from your 35 miles an hour. I can say this in English because I don't know the metric system that well. I do have that though. Anyway, if you want the Dio to go faster, you'll have to change the rear gears. In order to change the rear gears, which I will show you, remember there's a trade-off. If you want a higher top speed, you're going to lose low speed. If you want a higher mid-range speed, you're going to lose something off the top or the bottom. The trick is to get what's right for you. Now I weigh 100 kilograms or 220 pounds, which is solid American, fat ass lard, because I'm so old, but I plan on losing it. And I use certain weights for my riding. Remember that a Honda Dio has only a little tiny single piston, and just like this gyro right here, and that affects 10 pounds of weight or 5 kilograms can completely affect the power on the engine compared to the rider. Naturally, a lighter rider, probably younger, would fare a lot better on these little motors, because the less weight they have to push around, the faster they'll go. So what we can do here is you take your variator. This is called a variator ramp. Now you say, well, they're all the same. Well, they're not. See, that's another misnomer. See this angle right here? These different ramps have a different angle. I call it either a sharper attack, where it's got a sharper, higher edge, or a lower attack. What that does is determines how fast that pushes the ramp outwards towards the motor and gets you into second gear. Now all mopeds have a first and second gear. The rear transmission, this is what you can change in the rear transmission. Your rear transmission comes with, now I could be wrong here, I always get this wrong. I believe that this is a primary shaft drive, and this is your secondary gear right here. Okay. Now if you really want to change your stock Dio, what you do is you go out and you buy a gear set, which is this and this. And the one that I bought, it was a 16 by 30 or 6.5. And I don't know how that ratio exactly works. There is a geometrical calculus ratio on the net. I've seen somewhere where you can check the inside diameter of your tire or wheel down here against the gearing and find out exactly what your top speed is. This is going to be a two-part video, Alex, so bear with me.